I'm also 90% sure that the guy in front of us spilled like a whole soda on my backpack and my water bottle.
Rylee.
Okay.
What is your name?
Izzy.
How was your plane ride?
It was an adventure, let me tell you. It was, so it ended up being about 4 or 5 hours longer than it was supposed to because there was a lot of bad weather in Boston, which delayed our first flight, and then our second flight got rescheduled, and originally we weren't supposed to come here until like 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, but we were able to pull some strings and get it all figured out because that's what they rescheduled us for, and it was a mess to figure out. There was a lot of
Did you say 8 o'clock tomorrow?
Yeah, that's what they rescheduled us for. Is so we went from getting here we would have still been in Boston until 11 o'clock tonight.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that was what they rescheduled our plane for. But thankfully we pulled some strings and we got on a plane and here we are.
I think it's a mini miracle that all of us made it, not gonna lie.
Yeah. No.
Like it was a long ride.
Yeah, it was, that's for sure.
And then what did you have for dinner and did you like it?
I did like it. I had paprika chicken pasta, something or other. I think that sounds right.
That sounds right.
Yeah, no, it was good. It looked safe. I mean, I think I'll slowly start to broaden out and try some things I'm not as comfortable with, as time goes on. But tonight I just needed a good meal that I, knew I would like and would eat.
Yeah,
so,
I like that.
Yeah, that's why I got the chicken pasta. So it was good. I would recommend. I don't know the name of the restaurant we ate at, but it was good.
She's like, I recommend. I don't know where it was though. What is your name?
My name's Abby.
How was your flight?
It was good. It could have been a lot worse. I feel like I was pretty lucky with the people I sat by. It was a huge flight. Like, every seat was full.
Wow.
And so it took forever to get on and get off. I sat by this nice little old lady, but she was also kind of driving me crazy because she was like, I think she was frustrated that she couldn't sleep.
Did she not stop talking to you?
She didn't really talk to me, but she was grunting a lot. Like, she'd like, "Ugh," and like turn to the side, and I was like, oh my gosh. And so, and anyway, then she's like spreading her legs apart. There's just 2 seats on the side of the plane, and so she's in the window and I'm in the aisle. And I'm already kind of like this, leaning into the aisle because my legs are long and I feel like I don't have enough room. And she moves her legs and is like on top of me and is like touching me. And I'm like, personal space, please. But anyway, it was kind of funny. I didn't really.
How long was the flight?
It was from Salt Lake to Amsterdam, so it was like 9 hours and 40.
Oh my goodness. Oof.
So I got up a lot to like do laps up and down the.
Really?
She only stood up once, but then maybe she was grunting because she was bored because she refused to turn on the TV. And then I started watching a show, and she like leaned onto my shoulder and was like, and I was like,
Stop.
okay.
That's
But
so
anyway,
funny.
That's my first flight story.
Awesome. And how was your dinner? What did you have?
Dinner was good. I had fried chicken and boiled potatoes. So I was like, I need to start with something easy.
Yeah.
I'll work my way up, but I was like, I don't know if that's the best meal to have when you're not feeling good, but I was like, I don't want to eat something that makes me sick, because between, like, all the plane rides today, and then I was sitting on, like, the bus backwards, and so I got, like, I don't get car sick. Well, like, you know how there's seats that are, like, facing each other on the bus?
So the bus was going forward and she was sitting, like, to her back.
So I was facing, like...
Wait, No, okay.
On the
confused.
bus, like, after you go through the airport.
Yeah, okay.
And so we were, anyway. But yeah,
that's nice. Thank you, Abby. What's your name?
My name's Jaycee.
Perfect. How was your flight?
It was honestly pretty stressful because I was alone and I didn't know anyone. And
That's the worst.
Yeah, it wasn't very fun.
Did you try to fly with someone, like, before you bought tickets?
No, because I didn't know anyone.
Oh, okay.
And I sat in the middle between two old men.
Oh, that's even worse.
Yeah, but luckily I slept. I pulled an all-nighter so I could sleep on the plane. So I slept probably a total of 6 hours
Oh, wow.
between the 3 flights. So.
Wow, that is pretty good.
Yeah, but it was scary. But I survived, and we're all here, and we all made it. So.
Seriously, that's awesome. I actually, with the whole email list, I just started emailing people for numbers to fly because I didn't want to fly alone.
Did you fly out of Salt Lake?
No,
Oh,
but
we should have coordinated.
Yeah.
I should have coordinated with someone.
that's okay. Next time, if there's ever a next time, you'll know.
Yeah. Now I learned my lesson, but
You
I
know-
survived, and I became an adult today. So I'm proud of myself and my accomplishments.
Did you not become an adult on your mission?
I had the power of God. I was set apart as a missionary.
I see.
Now I'm just a normal child of God.
I see. That was awesome. That was awesome. How was your dinner?
Honestly, I don't even know what I got. It was good. Wouldn't get it again though. But I don't
It
know.
was good, but don't recommend.
But I wouldn't choose to eat it again. It was like bread dumplings. Okay, I sat on a flight with this Czech lady.
Okay.
My last flight, and I asked her what I should try, and she told me this. I forgot what it was called, but I recognized it when I saw it. It's like bread dumplings with some sauce that starts with an S, with a piece of meat hidden underneath the sauce.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't know there was meat in there until I started dipping the bread dumplings in the sauce, and it was okay.
Okay.
Wouldn't get it again.
Wouldn't get it again.
But I guess it's like the Czechians. I don't know what you'd say. It's really
Fair enough.
popular here.
Huh. Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Whoa. Yeah, that was fast. Thank you. What's your name?
My name is Tanner.
Awesome. How was your flight?
They were all long flights. The first one I flew from Salt Lake to Houston. I had window seats every time too.
Is that good or bad?
Well, it's bad when you need to use the bathroom.
That is true.
Yeah. And so.
Did you have to use the bathroom a lot?
Yeah, and the guy next to me was always asleep.
Oh no.
Yeah, there was no room to like sneak out.
Yeah. It was
So I just like had to
obviously-
wait till like they were gone too, then I would get up. So our whole row
Okay.
was missing. But
See, that's very thoughtful of you. Some people would just get up and wake the other
I
person
just don't want
up.
to like awkwardly touch him.
Yeah, no, that's true. Anything fun about your flights or particular or not
So,
fun?
I watched Star Wars. That was fun.
That is fun. Speaking of Star Wars, we found a little music box today, and it played Star Wars, and it was really cool. But what was even better was the Jurassic Park one you found.
It made me want to cry.
Yeah, it was a self-soother. You think
Yes,
if you
it
played it
was.
for your kids, they'd stop crying?
No.
No.
I'll be like, turn it off.
That's awesome. What'd you have for dinner?
I had some pasta. I can't remember what type of pasta. Yeah, I think I had like a
Chicken
little roll.
paprika?
And like I had like a kind of like a cheesecake dessert. It's pretty yummy. Yeah, tortellini. That's what it was. Yeah, it's like it might have chicken in it. I can't remember.
That's funny. Anything else you want to share with us?
Nope.
Okay, thanks. Thanks, Tanner. What has been your favorite part about today?
I think my favorite part was going to up by Prague Castle and looking in the cathedral with all the stained glass. That was super pretty, and the architecture of all the buildings up there was super cool. I've loved all of it so far, though. I feel like everything we've done is so cool. I still can't believe we're here, so it's fun to actually like do all this stuff and like see it in real life. So yeah.
Thank you. Izzy, you want to go?
Sure.
What's your favorite part about today?
Honestly, I just loved like the view from Prague Castle. Like when we first got to the top of like the awful hike up there. Not awful, it was just tough.
It was awful.
Yeah, it was pretty awful. Like we get to the top and it was just like it was worth it. Like, you know, the view overlooking the city was just it's a special memory.
So symbolically, how can we relate this?
I was about to say.
We can get through hard things, and at
Yeah.
the top, it's more beautiful than ever.
The journey is always worth it, you know?
There you go.
I was about to say the destination. It's not about the journey, it's about the destination. That's not the quote. But, yeah.
I like it. Thank you.
Anytime.
What's your favorite part about today?
My favorite part about today so far has been looking at all the architecture and seeing the views and the beautiful buildings. And we're in freaking Prague. So
What was your favorite picture that you took today of the 500?
out of the 1,000,003 that I took, probably the one that up on the castle overseeing the whole city.
That's cool. Are you in that one? I forgot.
I took some with me in it and some without.
So which one do you like more?
Okay, if we're thinking Instagram, if I post it with me in it, I'll probably get more likes.
That's true.
Because if you just post scenery, people don't like it.
Yeah, that's true.
But personally, I like just the scenery. Like
Okay, fair enough.
But Instagram would like the one with people in it.
That's fair. I appreciate that.
I appreciate your question.
Jaycee, do you want to tell us a joke or a story?
Want to hear my most embarrassing story?
Absolutely, I do.
I was 18 years old 3 years ago. Wow, that was 3 years ago.
What? Yeah.
3 years ago. This is my most embarrassing story. It was 2020. I was graduating, but it was a 2020 graduation.
Right.
So,
Some little graduation.
my friend owns a water park place, and since we couldn't get an actual graduation party because of COVID, his grandpa opened it up for one night for us to use.
Oh, how many of there were you?
It was 2 high schools. So it was
Whoa.
Syracuse High and Northwich High, and so there's probably like 100 of us there. Just like wasn't like the whole school, it was just like people we hung out with.
Right.
From 2 different high schools, and he asked me to come early to help set up. So I got there pretty early with my friend Alex, and then a bunch of guys came, and I was still the only girl there. And there's this one slide where it doesn't have a top on it, and since there's no lifeguards, I was like, let's go down standing up. And I'm with probably like 6 or 7 guys. And they're like, okay, if we're going down standing up, you're going first. So I'm like, okay, whatever. So I go up standing up, go down the side standing up, and of course I miss it, and well, don't make it all the way down on my feet and like slide on my stomach. And everyone's like, "Ooh, Jace, are you okay?" And I like stand up, wave my arms and face them like, "Yeah, I'm good, I'm okay." And they all turn away. I'm like, "Why are you all turning away?" You're like, "Oh yeah." I look down, my top is up. I just flashed 6 of my closest guy friends. I sat there in pure terror, horror. I didn't know what to do. I haven't seen them in months, and I just flashed them. So I quickly pull my top down, and I debated on either walking back up the 6 million flights of stairs and apologizing like a big girl, because I was now 18, graduated from high school, or if I run away. But I realized I was a now high school graduate. It was time to face my fears. So I hiked back up the stairs, and I was like, "Guys, I am so sorry. I apologize." And they're like, "Why? What? Like, they acted like nothing happened, and they wouldn't make eye contact with me. And so I just, like, walked past all 6 or 7 of those guys, and then slid down the slide. And at this point, my friend Kendall, she's my best friend, she came. So I ran to her, and I was like, "Kendall," I just flashed everyone. And she was like, "Oh my gosh." And then a kid named Alex Sandel, not the one that owns it.
Alex Sandel? First name or first and last?
First and last.
Okay, Alex Sandel.
Alex Sandel. Alex Stopp's the one that owns it. Alex Sandel was a guy flash. He came over and he tapped my shoulder and he was like, "It's okay, Jaycee." And that's the end of my most embarrassing story.
Wow, that's a good one. Do you guys want to hear mine?
Yes.
Okay, so I was in chemistry class my sophomore year of high school, and class had just ended, and we had about 10 minutes to spare because she, like, ended early, so we were just sitting there. And I was sitting at a table with 2 of my guy friends and someone else. I forgot who the other 4th person was. But we were just talking and, chatting and laughing, and one of the guys whispers to the other guy, "Connor, have you ever heard of that dating website?" And he's like, "Which one?" And he's like, "Ancestry.com. And that one's kind of stupid in the first place. But the other guy goes, "Sweet home Alabama." And I took a drink of water. that exact moment from my Hydro Flask, and I choked, and I couldn't breathe, and so I was trying to just cough it up, and the next thing I know, there came my lunch.
You threw it up?
I threw it up, and I had tacos, and so it was, like, really gross. And they sent me home, and they told me I couldn't come back for 24 hours because I puked. And I was like, I'm not sick, I just choked. And she was like, I don't care, you can't come back for 24 hours. So I got the next day off.
So I guess that's a plus. Did you throw up on anyone?
No, it was on the carpet. But apparently, I don't have Snapchat, but apparently I was famous on Snapchat for a day. People were like, look at this girl who puked.
That is disgusting.
I know,
I would have
right?
puked too, but at least you got a day off.
Yeah. So if I had puked, would you have puked too? Are you a sympathetic puker?
Yes, I am. I would have vomited right with you. And then I could have gone a day off.
We could have gone lunch. That's awesome. Your story is funny. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you for sharing yours. Should
Hey,
I
are you
pass it
ready
to
yet?
Tan Man?
For what?
What was your favorite part about today?
I took a dope picture of the castle.
Tanner has the microphone rested on his arm, and I'm hoping
Not
he
by
doesn't
choice.
drop it.
Oh, hold it then. It's barely clipped on.
I mean, you can clip it. Yeah. There you go. Tanner, are you missing your wife and kids?
Yeah.
I saw you were on the phone with them today.
Yeah, I called them for like 20 minutes just to check in. It was like 9 in the morning. So I was like, how's your day? And she's like, I just woke up. I was like, oh yeah, that's it's really
True.
different. I've been moving.
I remember you're like, Dad has to go now.
Yep.
How old are your kids?
3 and 1.
Cute.
I mean, he's not technically 3 yet, but he will be at the end of the month. So.
Okay, that's close
Close
enough.
enough, yeah.
What day?
The 28th.
28th, okay. My sister's on the 18th and my brother's on the 23rd. So, May's a busy month for us.
Same for my family. My sister-in-law was born on the 24th of May.
Uh-huh.
Her husband's, my brother, was born on the 26th. My kid's the 28th. Their kid's the 31st.
Oh, wow.
Then my dad's is June 3rd, so it's like right after. So
Whoa. Birthday celebration.
I know. Just go on this big chocolate Costco cakes.
Oh, yes. Costco cakes are so good. Thanks, Tanner.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Was that it?
Yeah.
Man, I guess I got 5.
Hey, I know that was really chaotic and really random, but thank you guys so much for listening, and have a great day. Don't forget to embrace imperfection, find meaning, satisfaction, and joy from the journey. I'm Kyra, and this is Imperfectly Broken, the podcast.